For me, it's about learning. So with wine, the one thing that happens is it never stops, because even if you really like, let's say, a particular wine of a particular year, the next vintage can be completely different. So the learning process never stops. And then, of course, with the explosion of wines all over the world now and how connected we are, you can get almost any type of wines from anywhere in the world. My name is Basal Keem. I grew up in Des Plaines. The store's been around, I think, for over 60 years or so. I think it dates back, they're saying, all the way when it was just grocery stores and it had meat packing and so forth. I've been the owner for 2.5 years, and then we remodeled, obviously, a year ago. I was looking for a different location, and then we drove through the downtown. We thought it was a great location. The people that do come downtown are passionate about supporting the business down here. Most of my customers, are in awe and love it, the fact that we put, money into the store and made an investment into it, because this store hasn't been updated in ages. So they're very supportive, they're very loyal. So we wanted to go more like specialty items for beers, things that are hard to find, like specialty brews, like from Indiana or from Wisconsin, really small ones you wouldn't find typically like in a grocery store. And then we also wanted to do a bigger selection of wines. We just used to have about 50 or so different wines. I think now we have about close to 1,000 different type of wines. I prefer more of the more elegant style, like the Pinot Noir, and then I also like, as far as whites are concerned, I like Rieslings, because Rieslings, there's so many different types. You can go from the really dry to the really sweet. So there's an array of tasting profiles that, depending on the meal, that you can find a good fit for. So what the wine tasting does is introduce them to different type of wines. They may never had an Albarino, as an example, or a Viognier. So it just introduces you into different type of wines, so you also discover what type of wines you like, what kind of flavors that you like. Because some people like the citrus type of flavors, or you may like the floral type, or you like the sweet, or you're into big, bold, and bright, red wines. We wanted to educate ourselves also. So that meant like every wine that came into the store, we wanted to taste and kind of get a feel for the different flavor profile of each of the wine that came in. So when you do that, it was a slow process. People were wondering why, look at all these empty shelves. But after the first 6 months or so, everything filled up. The community here is big, and yet it's very small as far as the downtown is concerned. That's why I would love it to do every month sort of a fundraiser, because the community is supporting us. Why can't we support the community in turn? I mean, it only makes sense, because we do wine tastings anyway. Why not blow it up bigger? And it's good for us also. So, and then one of our customers is also passionate about it. She approached me about it, and why not? Community supporting us. Why can't we support the community in turn? I mean, it only makes sense, and like I said, why not?